Hello, this is Christina Waschko and you're watching Motherpreneur TV. Information, inspiration and entertainment from mothers to mothers, so we can do what we always wanted to do. And guess what? Da-ba-da-da! Today marks the beginning of our 4-week interview series. During the next 4 weeks, I'm going to introduce to you 4 amazingly extraordinary, ordinary mothers who all said enough is enough is enough. They all kissed their excuses goodbye and doing now what they always wanted to do. Now, none of these ladies has been born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and none of them is or was married to Mr. Rockefeller. I mean, who is? Let me introduce to you my first guest this morning. Her name is Dee Andrews. Dee is married to Brad. She's the mother of 2 handsome young men, plus she's one of our soccer moms extraordinaire. About 2 years ago, Dee decided to wave her 9-to-5 job at a big insurance company goodbye to move into the film industry as an extra. Today, movies like Arrow, The 100, Wayward Pines and Godzilla are under her belt. Now let's hear it from Dee, what she has to say about breaking into an industry obsessed with young age. Let's hear it from her what she has to say about dividing yourself into 3, as a mother, as a wife and as an extra on the movie set. And next to the really important things, she also shares a few minor personal details like she would like to have dinner with, or whom she would like to snog on screen, that is, Brad is watching, and whom she would like to star in a movie with. I mean, what I just said, minor details, and I know you're not really interested, I'm just saying. Enjoy.
Thank you so much for thinking of me.
No, that is fantastic. We look forward to listening to your stories.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to doing it too.
Great.
That I don't think I could ever be a full stay-home mother. I think I would have no hair left. And I would have gone completely crazy. Because I'm such a social person that I needed that adult time. And not with play dates. I needed to be out of the house. And so I did. I worked a 9-to-5 job downtown for many years. But I realized I had an incident happen at work where a disgruntled customer attacked me, basically. And I realized in that moment that I had to change. I had to change my direction because I didn't want to be there.
I heard what you're doing. I thought this lady has to be on Motherpreneur TV. You decided to break into the film industry as an extra.
Yes, yes.
So I need to hear this. Please tell me, why did you decide to do this? And has this ever been one of your dreams, or have you ever taken acting lessons?
This has been one of my dreams for my whole life, I think, because when I was in high school I did do the drama club and I worked in theater then, and then life happened and I got married and I had children, and to be quite honest, I think as I got older I got more scared because it is an industry full of youth that immortalizes youth, but then as I progressed into my mid-30s, I have never been more comfortable in my own skin, and I would never want to go back to my 20s now. And so I first started with my youngest. I tried to get him to do it.
Acting?
Yes, not acting as much as just doing the extra work, the background work, to see if he liked it, which he didn't. But then I got in because I wanted to do that, I had gotten in touch with the right people, and I ended up getting an agent and going from there.
So, may I ask how old are you now?
40.
40!
Yes, very happy. Yeah,
Great.
it is great to be 40, actually. It is. It's
Can you
great.
please say that again?
It's great to be 40.
Yeah. So coming back, your children are 16, 17?
17 and 11.
11.
2 boys, yeah. And that's another big reason why I felt like I could finally do this, because it is so much time out of the house, so much time away from the family because the days are so long, that I felt that my boys were old enough to be left alone. And I do have a really great, amazing support system when it comes to their care between my parents and my in-laws. They really, really help out. And of course, my husband as well has been supportive in this journey so far.
So you were 40 now, when did you start?
When I was 38.
38? So,
Yeah.
So you to auditions? Or?
Yes.
So tell me, how's that going?
The auditions are very, they are very hard in so many aspects, because when you go to the audition itself and you're sitting in the waiting room and these women that you are sitting beside are usually 20 years your junior, the most beautiful, tallest women you've ever seen in your life. So that is very, I can't think of the word, it's very, you know, you get sweaty. I get sweaty. And then going in the room as well, because in the audition rooms there's usually many cameras, many monitors, and many people sitting behind those monitors that you never see their face, and you just go do the work and you leave.
And we all seem to have this chip on our shoulder, we're not good enough. And how do you get over that? Don't take it personally, because sometimes it's not your talent, or it's just not what they're looking for.
Exactly.
So, but how do you get over this?
I think by the experience of actually doing it, and then also by being confident in your work, and realizing and knowing that if you're going for a principal audition, which is an acting role in a show or an indie or a movie, usually they know exactly what they want. They usually always have somebody already in mind, but they have to go through this process. They have to, for the union, they have to. But then when you're going to a commercial audition, they usually never know what they want.
Until they see it.
Until they see it, exactly. And so knowing those things are great for the ego. Because otherwise it's a very crushing industry, because there's a lot of negative, there's a lot of no. But I think really it just takes a lot of work and perseverance and a lot of believing in yourself, because in this industry all you hear is the negative. You know, women here, they need to lose weight. Men here, they need to be taller or buffer. You always need to be changing yourself in this industry, but at the same point you need to be confident in yourself, and it's a very fine line.
Sometimes do the people actually tell you you're too old?
No, touch wood, that has not happened to me yet, no. And touch wood, I'm lucky, I guess, to a certain degree, because I can be a couple years younger than what I really am, and I can be a couple years older than what I really am. And then also my ethnicity is a big deal too, because I can be different ethnicities. I'm not in a box. And that's the biggest thing I have found with this industry, is you don't want to be in a box, because you limit yourself so much. You want to be able to be outside of the box as much as possible and be as versatile as possible.
You made it your career now.
Slowly, I'm slowly making it my career. Voice lessons I want to start this year as well, and get a private voice coach, so I could hopefully do some voice work, whether it be in commercials or shows, and continue doing my acting classes, because that's really important to me as well. And I think there's so many great local actors in town And the one great thing about Vancouver as well, which I do want to mention, is compared to LA, not everybody's an actor here. Not everybody's trying to get noticed or trying to be found. And that's a really great thing because it is a small melting pot here. But at the same point, when it comes to a small industry, which is what we have here, everybody knows each other. And so it's very sometimes daunting and hard to feel like you're getting that foot in the door.
My big thing about a motherpreneur is she kisses her excuses goodbye and she allows her children to be an inspiration and not her excuse to do what she always wanted to do.
Yes.
Is this your philosophy as well?
Yes, I realized in my mid-30s when I started to come into my own and feel the most comfortable in my own skin that I was always telling my children, you know, who's responsible for your life? You are. All I want for your life is to be the best, happiest person you can be. Mm-hmm. And then I realized that I was being a hypocrite because I wasn't doing what made me the happiest. And I realized that I needed to change that because if I wanted to be the best mother I could be, I needed to be honest with myself and with my children. And it's all about living your best life. I truly, truly believe that we only have one life.
This is fantastic, I like that. We want to show our children that everything is possible, and so often we are not doing it. All we do is we encourage our children to do the best. And I totally agree, if we don't show them, if we don't give them the example, I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, because fear is a huge hindrance, I think, for most women, because we get caught up in our children's lives. Mm-hmm. And we want them to live their best life, but we're so fearful of putting ourselves out there and doing something that's always been a dream and not fulfilling that dream, at least not trying. Mm-hmm. You have to try and you have to break out of that fear.
High five! Yeah. Like it! So, you're married for
21 years.
21 years. So tell us, what did your husband say? Oh, she is cuckoo. She wants to become a movie star. Oh my gosh, she's going through the midlife crisis.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. He definitely. I think sometimes he still thinks that I'm going through a midlife crisis. But at the same point, he has been very supportive of this journey of mine. And he does realize, he has told me many times that he does realize that the children are older now and I can pursue dreams. And in that regard, he has supported me.
Spill the beans.
Yes.
You were hanging out with probably some gorgeous men.
Yes, some gorgeous men. Yes, there are some very gorgeous actors out there. Yes, there are.
Is he jealous?
I don't know if he's jealous of per se getting to hang out with these amazing actors. I think he's jealous sometimes of the time I spend away from home.
Who would be who's your dream person
My
to work
dream
with?
person?
Woman, and man, if you have the choice.
Oh, if I had a choice, my dream female actress to work with would be Cate Blanchett. Mm-hmm. If I had to choose anybody, to be quite honest, I think I would choose another female actress.
Which
would be Cate Blanchett and Kate Winslet.
Oh yeah, nice.
Those are two amazing actors, I think, in this day and age.
Who would you like to kiss? Which man would you like to kiss?
Oh, well, there's only one I'd really like to kiss, actor-wise. Michael Fassbender.
No,
He is. He's Irish. He's got an Irish accent. And he's an extremely talented actor. He is. He's a
Michael Fassbender.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm thinking of somebody totally different. I'm thinking, no, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I know Michael Fassbender is an Irish actor that has actually worked with a British director named Steve McQueen. What's that?
So it's not so much the ego that you see yourself on film that you can tell, all your friends, hey, look at this. It's just a different step towards, man, I'm doing something totally different in my life, and going for it. I just do.
Yes, and towards towards my happiness. And I feel that, you know, getting to this point in my life, I feel that I, in some regard, am being selfish because it's my life. But you only have one life. And you're only responsible for your own happiness.
I sometimes feel like we have, who am I? Who am I? You know? Is it like an escape? Sometimes?
Sometimes I think if I had been doing this in my early 30s or my 20s, I think I would definitely consider it an escape. Now I don't feel as I'm escaping anything. Now I feel more like I'm living my life. And I'm living the life I want to live. And I can't look to anybody to make that happen. I can't expect my children to bring me the soul-searching happiness that all of us deserve. Only I'm responsible for that.
And here we have it. You know, sometimes we need to get a little bit older to feel so confident, and there's nothing wrong with us getting older. You know, it's awesome. We women in the 40s, yes, we just rock it, brilliant, brilliant. So there is a reason for everything. So
there is. Every single thing in life happens for a reason. I truly believe that. And it's all about realizing that that door is open and you have to step through it, because otherwise it will close.
Have your children ever told you, I'm proud of you? Or have your husband ever told you, man,
yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Brad tells me that he's proud of me for doing this. I have great friends in my life that support me in that as well. My children are mainly concerned with what days am I working and when I won't be home, because they're quite happy to have their own schedules.
I'm a much better mother if I obviously in control of my life and if I do what I want to do. I always say it, but it's nice to hear from somebody else.
Oh,
would you agree you are much better?
Completely. I'm a happier person makes a better person.
I sure that means better mothers.
Yeah, whether you're a mother or whether you're a wife or whether you're a daughter, you have to listen to yourself and you have to pursue.
What would be your take? What is one or two things we can do right now towards our making it happen? And it doesn't matter what it is, what we want to make happen.
My advice to women would be to be strong, to be true to yourself, and to really be honest with yourself. If it's really truly something you want to do, then you have to take that step. Whether it be acting lessons, or whether it be setting up a studio in your own home, or you have to take that first step and you have to just breathe. It's so important to take those deep breaths in life, because if you're not happy, this is what I've realized, that if I am not happy and I don't do anything to change it, then I have no excuse to complain about it.
So ladies, please stick to your dream. Anything crazy like the movie industry, come on now. If Dee can do it, in the
anyone can do it.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was such a pleasure.
Awesome. Now, before I let you go, tell me, if you could have the choice between having dinner with Brad Pitt or Robbie Downey Jr., who would it be?
No contest, Robert Downey Jr.
Here we have it. If you have Robert Downey Jr.'s telephone number,
pass it on.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. And good luck with everything.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Oops. Did you hear what I just said? Actually, I called him, I don't know what I called him. His name is Robert Downey Jr. Sorry, apologies. Now, I would like to hear from you. Did you enjoy what you just listened to? I did. Spread the joy, spread the news, spread the message, especially share it with the ladies, mothers and women in your life. We all want and need some inspiration once in a while, and we all should know it is possible to do what we always wanted to do. The share buttons are below the video. I mean, that's funny, isn't it? Below the video. Subscribe. Once a week, you and we can have coffee together. Now, I thank you so much for watching Motherpreneur TV. I look forward to seeing you again next week. And until I do, please remember, we are more than just mothers. We are an inspiration to ourselves, to our family, and to the world.